everyone, welcome back to a new vlog. So it is Monday the 1st of Feb, it's finally February. Like, January lasted for about a decade, but it's February now, which is both good and bad. It's good because January is over, but it's bad because technically I have a due date today and I have nothing to hand in. So yeah, I do technically have like an unofficial extension. I can technically just hand in the work as long as it's by the end of the year. They don't really care, but of course the longer it takes me to finish this work, the less time I have to work on my final major project. So I don't get any information about my FMP until the 8th of Feb, so that's next Monday. So I currently don't know what we're doing for that, because they're not allowed to give us the info beforehand, and let's be honest, they don't have it yet, because they just don't really know what they're doing. And honestly, I don't believe for a second that they'll actually have it for the 8th of Feb. Because last year, they gave the information to us like 3 weeks late or something, so I don't believe for a second they'll actually have it. If they do, then that's great, but if not, I won't be surprised. But before we move on to FMP, I need to basically get my shit together. I still have to finish cultural studies. I have done most of that now, I just kind of need to fill in all the gaps, and I do still have one shoot that I need to do. But it's not a big one and it won't take very long. So I'm mainly going to be focusing on finishing cultural studies this week, or for the first half of this week anyway. And then I still have to do the entirety of product and ethical advertising. But we will cross that bridge when we get to it. We're focusing on cultural studies this week. I've also got quite a few videos that I want to film this week. There won't be a video going up on Wednesday this week, so the Wednesday just gone when you're watching this, because basically I just haven't had time to make one with all the other work I've got to do and my lovely silent migraine that I had all of last week. That is thankfully gone now. I'm feeling much better, which is good. But yeah, videos will be back properly next week, and yeah, I'm kind of just gonna get on with stuff. It's actually 12 o'clock already, so it's midday. I have been doing stuff this morning though. I started the day by uploading new Redbubble designs. I promised I was going to do that on the 1st of every single month, and I mean we're only 1 month in, but I have successfully done that. So there are there's new stickers and art prints up on my Redbubble shop, so if you want to support me then it would mean so much if you went and checked those out. I've got lots of camera stickers up, and I've also done a digital illustration of a street in London that I visited not last year but the year before. So yeah, that's what I've been doing this morning, as well as just some little bits like organising some things for some videos. I've been putting some outfits together because I'm filming another outfit video this week, because that is by far the most popular video on my channel. So I hear you, and I'm going to be making another one. I am going to be filming that sometime this week. We're just not sure when yet, because I live in England and it rains a lot, especially now it's February. It pretty much rains the entirety of February here in England, so we're gonna have to just kind of wing it, and you know, if it's not raining and it looks like it's gonna stay dry for a few hours, we'll, you know, head out and film a bit then, and so we'll just kind of have to do it around the weather. So we're not sure exactly what day we'll be doing that, but we will be filming outfit videos. The final thing I wanted to update you on before I get working is that over the weekend I ordered some new stuff. Which is hopefully going to improve the quality of this vlogs, and I'll be able to expand my content and do more reels and stuff on Instagram. So yeah, it's not here yet, it's going to take a few weeks to get here, but I have ordered an iPhone 12 Pro, which was so much money. I've also ordered this really cool, it's like a gimbal that you put your phone on, it's super cool. I believe that might be arriving today. I don't know. I got an email saying it's been shipped, but I don't know when it'll be delivered. So that might come today, and I will show you when it does come. And I've also ordered this teeny tiny microphone. It's like honestly, it's like this big, and it just goes into like the side of your phone, into like the charging port. It's so cute. Again, I don't know when that will be coming. They're all just going to come sporadically. The iPhone's going to take 2 weeks to get here, because it's coming straight from China. So yeah, it's a few weeks away yet, but hopefully that should improve the quality of things. It means that I can record on a phone rather than on my big camera, because it's a bit inconvenient having to like switch settings between photography and video all the time. And it should fix the flicky light problem that we have finally. So yeah, I went for an iPhone 12 instead of a vlogging camera in the end, because I mean, it was actually the pricier option, but it'll be cheaper and better for me in the long run, because the phone I have at the moment, this is an iPhone 8, and I will keep this phone until it like literally stops working, because I mean there's nothing wrong with it. I love this phone, I love my case, I got this from Redbubble actually. And also I really like the button, and the iPhone 8 is the last one that has the button. So yeah, I will keep that phone like literally until it stops working, but eventually I will obviously have to upgrade, so then I sort of already have a phone. I mean, the iPhone 12 I've ordered, it won't have, like, I won't be putting a SIM card in it or anything, it'll literally just be a phone, you know, so I won't be able to like call or make texts or anything, so it won't have a SIM, but it'll record, and that's all I need it to do. So yeah, it's sort of like a two-in-one. It's like I'm buying it for the camera, but then it'll also eventually, in a few years, when my iPhone 8 gives up, it'll become my new phone. It also means that I'll be able to bring it more places, because obviously it's a lot smaller, and I will actually be able to hold it to vlog, because I just can't hold this camera, it's too heavy. So yeah, I can't hold it in one hand in front of me, it's really difficult. And the gimbal, it's super cool, I can't wait to show you. It's super awesome. It steadies your hand, so like it doesn't matter, like you can literally turn the tripod upside down and it turns the phone so it like always stays where you put it, and you can like lock it onto a face, so it doesn't matter which where you put it, it'll stay focused on the face. It's super cool. I will show you as soon as it gets here. So yeah, I'm quite excited about that. Spent a lot of money on that, clearly, although like I bought an iPhone 12, a fancy high-tech gimbal and a little microphone, and it still cost less than my iPad Pro. So, you know, and also like I got a student discount on the iPad Pro, and like you can't get student discounts on an iPhone apparently. You can get them on the iPad and laptops, but not on the iPhone, don't know why. So it's like all those three things cost less than the iPad Pro without, like, with a student discount. So, you know, for the rest of my life I'm just gonna like compare everything I buy to this bloody iPad Pro that it cost me so much money, but it was worth it, because I get a lot of use out of it. Those are the updates. I've been talking for too long though, so I'm gonna get on with some work. And yeah, wish me luck, because I've got a lot of work to do.
I never think, I never know, I'm stuck and left alone. I've been lost, I've been found, my cause is not defined. Won't you kiss me? Won't you play? Won't you drive me?
Well, that was a bloody waste of time, wasn't it? So it's Tuesday, it's 9:45, things have already not gone to plan, which is, you know, great. So I planned to go out and film most of my winter lookbook today, but honestly it's just not happening. I got like 5 hours of sleep last night, which is not even close to enough. I usually get 9 or 10. I don't know why I couldn't sleep, I just couldn't. So I'm very tired, and also then when we got there, the car park I was going to shoot in was closed for some reason. I don't know why they've closed the multi-storey car parks, but they have. So yeah, I'm exhausted, the weather's not great, and I don't have anywhere to shoot, so plan cancelled. So I've decided to just kind of abandon the lookbook for now, basically, which is really annoying, because the lookbook I did was by far my most popular video, and I really love fashion, I really love lookbooks, and so I really want to put the time and effort into it, but I just don't have the time right now. I mean, just to put it into perspective, my Unit 12 was due yesterday and I haven't even started it. I've done some of the shoots, but I haven't done any research, I haven't done any planning, nothing. Like, literally nothing, and I still have some shoots to do, so yeah. So I'm gonna work on the time-lapse video for cultural studies, because I mean, like, it's just kind of gonna be something that I do like bits of it now and then, and hopefully it'll get done this year because there's so many photos. And yeah, I'll see where the day takes me. I might have a nap, you never know. And yeah, we'll see what I can get done, but honestly I'm not hoping for much, seeing as today's already gone to shit. I should be getting a parcel today though, which is fun. My gimbal that I ordered should be coming, which is super cool. I mean, I'm not sure how much I'll actually be able to use it to show you until the phone comes, which won't be for another 2 weeks. But yeah, it's super cool. I'm really excited to play with it. But yeah, I will show you that when that arrives, and for now I'm just going to get on with some photos and probably play some video games. I finished cultural studies. I still have basically an entire unit to do that was technically due on Monday. My camera's wonky. I still have basically an entire project to do, which is product, but I have finished cultural studies, so that's at least something ticked off. So it is 12:30. I wasn't able to talk to you this morning because we had a guy in our garden basically taking a chainsaw to our oak tree, which was very loud, so I couldn't film this morning. I basically had my noise cancelling headphones on all morning, and you know, just to top it off, we've had the tree guy and also the builders are back. I'm still not really sure what these said builders are doing, because they've been back several times, but literally like nothing has changed since literally August last year. I mean, the same stack of bricks has been sitting on the wall for like 7 months at this point. And they've been building for over a year, and yet they're like not even halfway done. So I don't really know what they're doing when they come here, because there's no progress. It's like, I swear the builders turn up and then they just like turn all their machines on and make a racket, but they don't do anything, because literally nothing has changed in months. But you know, my woes with the builders aside, the tree guy's gone now, so, and you know, builders are on lunch break, so have some peace and quiet so I can film. Yeah, I have basically just been finishing off cultural studies this morning, but I have some stuff to show you. So I read the email wrong basically, and the thing that turned up yesterday was actually my tiny little microphone. Honestly, the box it came in was fucking huge. Okay, this microphone is quite literally like this big, okay? It's like 5 centimeters long. Like, it's teeny tiny. It's meant to go on your phone. And like, it came in a big box, but then this box was in a box that was like this big. And so like, because it said in the box who it was from, so we knew it was from Wex, and we knew that the microphone was the only thing we'd ordered from Wex. We were like, well, it's got to be the microphone, but why the fuck is it in a box so big? So yeah, we don't know why they put it in such a huge box, but they did. But yeah, the point is, I have my tiny little microphone now. I haven't bothered opening it yet because there's literally no point in opening it, because I haven't got the phone or anything to go with it. But yeah, I will show you that when the rest of it arrives. And then the other thing I wanted to show you was, it's actually a Harry Potter related thing. I went to Asda yesterday just to kind of get out of the house, because I was like, well, I got dressed and everything for the video yesterday, and I was like, well, you know, I want to make like the most of the fact that I actually got dressed. So you know, we went to Asda and we found some Harry Potter Lego. I love Lego. And they're like, it's like a tiny little book, and you can see it's got characters at the top. So I've got Snape, Seamus Finnegan and Draco Malfoy here. They don't actually belong on top of here, I just stuck them on because I didn't want them to fall off. But yeah, as you can see, it's a tiny little book when it's made, and there's actually 4 of these, and so it's like 1 for each house. So this is the Slytherin one. It's like the potions classroom, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's open. So you open the book, and there's a few things that are gonna like fall out there. But like, you can then like open the whole thing like this. So it's like a little scene. And it's got like little potion jars and everything. And then there's a few other bits that are like detachable. So there's like a little armchair, and a little thing with like a little cauldron and stuff. And you're meant to like put these in front so it makes like a little scene. But then they all fold into the book, so that they're like portable. Which is just, it's super cool and super cute. But I only have, I've got this one, this is the one I've built. I have 2 of the other ones. I have the Gryffindor and the Hufflepuff one, which is Herbology and Transfiguration. but they didn't have the Ravenclaw one, which is Charms, so we need to try and find the Ravenclaw one because I must have all of them. So yeah, that was my cool Harry Potter find of yesterday, and I can't wait to build them all basically. My mum is currently withholding the other two until I've finished all my work because she knows me very well and I will get distracted. But you know, they're gonna look so cool when they're done. I might be getting some more posts today because we ordered a new desk chair for me because my desk chair is falling to pieces. I mean, to be fair, it is really old. I've had it since I was like 10, maybe even before that. So like it is nearly a decade old at this point. So it's lasted a long time, but it really is on its last legs. I mean, it hasn't like actually fallen to pieces, but like the seat is so thin that it feels like I'm sitting on concrete. The back squeaks alarmingly whenever you lean back on it. It tilts back further than it should, really. And yeah, it's falling apart a bit, and like it's one of those ones that you can change the height, but like when you sit on it for too long it'll just go down by itself because it's just not holding up like it used to. So we have ordered a new one, but we're not sure exactly when it's going to be arriving because we ordered it over the phone because they said it was out of stock online, but my mum was like, yeah, I'm not having that, so she called them and ordered one over the phone. And theoretically we were like, well, it probably won't come till like later next week if they were like out of stock online. But then my mum got an email saying that it's on its way, but we don't know if on its way means that it's out for delivery or if it's like it's on the ship from China, you know? So we don't know what on its way means. So it might come today or it might come in 2 weeks. So yeah, those are all my updates for now. Probably just going to chill for the rest of the day because I did quite a lot of work this morning. Might do a bit of ghost research for product and stuff, and try and decide what I'm actually going to be shooting for that because I haven't even made plans for that yet. And it was due on Monday, so you know, should probably do some of that, but probably just going to chill and try not to go insane with all the builders, so you know.
I could deny you, I could stray, or you kiss me in a way. Want you, come and try me now, so cool. Come and try me now. I never left. I never think, I never know.
I have a new chair. So yeah, you saw from the B-roll yesterday, I built my new chair, which arrived. Honestly, there was quite a lot of drama around the chair because we looked online and it said it was out of stock and they weren't going to be in stock until the 9th of Feb, but that you could call and pre-order. So my mum called and she pre-ordered. But then they said, oh yeah, we'll send it like tomorrow. And we were like, but I thought it was out of stock until the 9th. So yeah, we were like, okay. So then they sent the wrong one. I mean, it was the same chair, but it was just made of leather rather than fabric, and I hate leather. So we were like, yo, you sent the wrong one. So they were like, oh, okay, well, we'll come pick that one up and we'll deliver the right one tomorrow. And then they did send the right one, but like apparently it's still out of stock. So we're not really sure what happened. But you know, point is I have a new desk chair that doesn't feel like I'm sitting on concrete now, which is great. I've actually had a whole load of things delivered in the last few days. It's just been like packages everywhere because I had the microphone, this one, delivered like at the beginning of the week. I literally just got this parcel today. Obviously I had the chair, and then I also got a letter from Charlie. So like I've just had like loads of packages coming basically. Charlie also sent me some cool things. I got these little Harry Potter notebooks and a super cool, I don't know if it's meant to be a pencil case or like a makeup bag, but it's like a Slytherin pouch, and like it's so shiny and colourful, and like I literally spent like 15 minutes looking at the shiny yesterday when it first came, because I was like, yes, it's just like, it's so stimmy and I love it. And little notebooks like these are always really useful for me because you can like put them in your back pocket, and like I always carry around a little notebook everywhere I go, just in case I need to make notes, because I find it easier than using my phone, because I tend to like, I write loads of stuff on my phone and then it just gets lost in the many notes I have. So yeah, these will be really useful and they're cute and Harry Potter related. So yeah, thank you Charlie. But I want to open this package for you. I want to do it on camera. So this should be my gimbal that I ordered for vlogging. The iPhone that I ordered to go with it won't arrive for another week or two yet because it's coming straight from China. Because apparently Apple and a lot of companies, they've basically just run out of stock. So they're just like ordering the phones to be made as they're ordered, so it's going to take a little while to get here, which is annoying because it's like I have the microphone and this should be the gimbal, but like I can't use them yet until the phone arrives, but you know, it is what it is. Yay, it is the gimbal. Oh wow, this comes in like lots of different pieces, so you're gonna have to give me a second. Quick start guide. That's pretty thick for a quick start guide. Okay, I've got to charge it first before I can actually show you, so I will do that and then I will come back and show you what it does when it's actually charged. Okay, it is Wednesday the 10th and I'm filming on my new iPhone. It arrived first thing this morning. I hope everything sounds and looks okay. We have fixed the flickering light problem, finally, like a year and something into it, which is great. I have my little microphone on there, so I hope that sounds okay. It was quite difficult trying to get it to fit on the gimbal with the microphone, but I think it's worked out okay. I think the video is ever so slightly wonky, but I think it's fine. So let me know what you think, and I will try and adjust and get used to it over the next few weeks. So let me know what you think about that. So I was going to show you the gimbal and stuff like after it charged, but honestly, like the instructions said it would take 2.5 hours to charge, but it took nearly 4 hours. And so by the time it was fully charged, like the day was over and like the hype was just kind of over for me. And also like I did have a very quick go with it. I filmed a little thing on my my current phone. Because technically, like, it's going to be quite confusing because I have two phones now. I have my actual phone, which is this one, and then I have the phone that I'm filming on, which is my new iPhone 12 Pro. So yeah, I was using my old phone just to have a little play with the gimbal, but I couldn't like properly calibrate it and pair it and stuff because it wasn't going to be the phone I was going to use. So I had a quick go with it, but it wasn't really real, and the video quality was quite trash. But the video quality does look pretty cool on this one, so I'm hoping that's all okay for you. And yeah, honestly, it just took forever to charge. Thankfully, my iPhone did not take very long to charge this morning, which was good because I was very excited to use it. I also, you saw from the B-roll, I have a new chair, which is very cool. Yeah, this one's actually comfortable because the other one honestly felt like I was sitting on concrete. And like still every time I sit in it and I'm like, I always expect it to be really shitty basically, and I sit in this one and I'm like, oh, it's so much better. So yeah, now I can sit at my desk for more than like 5 minutes without being in pain. So if you hadn't figured it out already, I am rolling the 2 weeks into one vlog because I just didn't really vlog that much last week, and honestly I cannot explain to you how much I did not want to edit the vlog on Sunday. Like, the executive dysfunction was real. I did not want to do anything, so I didn't do anything basically. So yeah, we're rolling these 2 weeks into one, but I do have quite a few updates for you. So I believe I told you that I finished cultural studies. That is all submitted now, which is great. I have done most of my product work now as well. I still have ethical advertising to do. I'm playing with my little stand for my microphone here. I still have ethical advertising to do, but I currently can't do any more on that. I've done all the research and stuff. I just need to shoot and then evaluate. But we've ordered some stuff that I need for the shoot, but it's not going to be here until like early next week. Because I had to order it online, obviously, because everywhere is closed. So yeah, because I literally cannot do anything to finish product right now, I'm just leaving it for the time being, and I'm moving on to FMP, which I do now have the topics for, which is very exciting. So, like I said, I've been very busy the last few days, just kind of getting work done, basically. I've finally managed to tick quite a few things off, which is great. But I do now have my topics for FMP, which is very exciting. Well, the concept of FMP is exciting, the topics are not, to be honest. I think they're pretty shit topics, if you ask me. But, you know, I don't get to choose them, so. We had a whole series of, like, Teams meetings to talk about this, and they were very disorganised, and basically they don't know what they're doing. But yeah, we do now finally have the topics. I have 3 topics, which is weird, because last year we had 5 topics. But then, and so we were told that we were just going to have the same last year and it was just going to be exactly the same, but obviously just different topics. But then in one of the Teams meetings they said we were going to have 4 topics, but then we actually only have 3. So I don't know what happened with the communication there, but there wasn't any. So we have 3 topics. They are reflect, outlines, and upside down. I honestly don't think those topics are particularly great. They're very vague, which in one way it's good, because I mean FMP is kind of your chance to really do what you want, and so they give you topics, but as long as you can vaguely link it back somehow, you can pretty much do what you want. And so there's, you know, there's a tentative link, you can kind of do what you want, but when the topics are so vague, it's really difficult to try and thoroughly link what you choose to do back to your topic, because they're so vague. And so it can become quite difficult. And yeah, this year's topics are very vague. Whereas last year, what were the topics last year? So last year we had in the news, scale, machine, journey, and mobile, which are more specific. And so there's still a lot you can do with them, and you can still interpret it in different ways, so that, you know, you can still pretty much go in any direction you want, but they were somewhat more specific, whereas this year's reflect, outlines, and upside down, very vague. So yeah, I have been doing some brainstorming for that. This is kind of how I start all of my projects. I have my brainstorms here. So yeah, I haven't really got anywhere with that yet. It takes me quite a long time to formulate ideas. And it's annoying that I've had to move on to FMP before I finish ethical advertising and product, because I like to work on one thing at a time, or I get like confused, because once I've moved on to FMP, like I don't want to go back to product. Like I'm done with that. I'm doing this now. But I don't have a choice, because my product stuff isn't going to be here for another week, and I don't have the time to just wait a week doing nothing. So I've had to move on to FMP. That being said, there won't actually be much work going on in the next week, because I need to like figure out what I'm doing first. So I've made my brainstorms, I've started some mood boards on Pinterest, and it's just going to be a lot of like thinking while I do other things. Like that's kind of how I think of ideas. I like, you know, I surround myself with lots of other media, so I watch movies and YouTube, and Pinterest is my best friend. Like honestly, if you don't have Pinterest, what are you even doing with your life? Get yourself on Pinterest. Like I swear by Pinterest. I could not live without Pinterest. And you know, I surround myself with other things, and then I go about my life whilst keeping in mind all of those things and surrounding myself with them, so that then as the days go by I think of more and more ideas, so then when I actually sit down to plan, I know exactly what I'm doing. So yeah, that is kind of where I'm at, what I've been doing the last few days. And yeah, I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing now, actually, because I knew my iPhone was going to be delivered today, so I was kind of like well, I'll just wait for that to be delivered. I've been doing some drawing on my iPad and stuff. And then I knew I'd obviously be preoccupied playing with my new toys. And then I hadn't really planned past that. So I don't really know what I'm doing today. Probably spend some more time on Pinterest, looking at more ideas. Okay, so we've changed positions slightly. My mum came in, we had some things to sort out. So it's a little bit later now. I've had lunch. I had pizza, in case you care. We ordered pizza last night. And yeah, I think I was talking about FMP, wasn't I? But yeah, basically I can't really do much on FMP because I'm just in like the ideas stage, so I'm kind of just going to go about my life with that in mind and hopefully inspiration will strike because the topics aren't amazing. In the meantime though, I'm going to be doing something very exciting and also quite scary today. I'm going to be cutting my own hair. Well, I mean, all hairdressers are closed, so I have no other option really. But I'm actually going to be shaving it off. So yeah, it might come as a surprise. I feel like a lot of the things I do sometimes, they seem spontaneous to other people, but really, like, I think about things a lot before I ever mention them to anyone else. So like, I've been thinking of doing this for like 3 years at this point, because I absolutely hate washing my hair. It is the worst thing. I have to do it twice a week. I basically lose 2 days out of every week because like washing my hair takes so much out of me, and like if I'm having a bad day or a bad week, then washing my hair can literally take me out for the whole week. So it's such a waste of my time. And like, I mean, it's getting ridiculously long at this point anyway, because, you know, I haven't been able to get a haircut because lockdown. And yeah, I'm just like, I'm sick of it basically. I first thought about doing it in secondary school, but I would never in a million years would I have ever shaved my head in secondary school, because I would have been crucified. You know, I mean, school was bad enough as it was already, you know, but I mean, doing something drastic like that, that's just a stupid idea, basically. So I would never have done it in school. But yeah, I think I'm kind of just ready to do it now, and like, I'm just thinking about how much more time I'm gonna have when I don't have to worry about washing my hair twice a week. Because I mean, the reason it's up in this messy bun at the moment is because I literally haven't washed it in a week and a half, because I was just not feeling it last week. I usually wash my hair on Sunday, and as I mentioned earlier, the executive dysfunction was strong, so I was like, literally the last thing I want to do right now is wash my hair. And yeah, I think I'm gonna make a whole video on like why I've decided to basically shave it all off. But yeah, I'm gonna film it, obviously, and it will be in this vlog, and then I will talk about more in a separate video, which I may or may not film today, depending on how I'm feeling. I mean, it's only 10 to 1, so I got time. So yeah, that's the thing that's happening today. My mum's eating lunch currently, and then she's got to go and pick up some moss for me. Yes, that sounds weird, but it's for the ethical advertising thing. We had to order everything online basically, and I ordered some fake moss, which will make sense when we actually do the shoot. But yeah, that's available to click and collect now, so she's gonna go get that. Still got to wait like a week for my the clothes I ordered for it, because I'm gonna like grass stain them and stuff. And I mean, I have clothes, obviously, but grass stains are really hard to get out, so I don't want to ruin my own clothes, which is why we ordered some new stuff. I mean, it's just cheap stuff, because I'm literally buying it to destroy it. So yeah, I've been talking for a long time now, so I'm just gonna go. I got some tidying up to do, just gonna do some bits, and then I'll get back to you when I'm gonna shave my hair.
No, because it's lying too flat, so it's just going.
Anti-climax.
I think I might need to start and go upwards instead.
Okay.
I can do it in some sections.
Are you sure? Yes.
You're really sure?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. You're more freaked out than I am. What have I done? If you'd have told me 3 years ago that I would one day shave my head, I would have laughed in your face. Because I was always like kind of unhealthily attached to my hair. I played with it a lot, especially in school. But yeah, I honestly love it. And it's just like having it tied back in a bun, except I just don't have the weight there. Or the headache that comes with it, which is great. It took us an hour to do that, by the way. Like, I have a lot of hair. Or I did. Well, technically I do still have the hair. We put it in this bag, which is a little bit gross, but it's because when I was doing research for cultural studies, we saw, well, not we, I found an artist who, I think it was in like the 90s or something, he made like a cast of his head and then made like a statue of his face using his own blood, which is gross but also cool. So I was like, what can I do with my hair? I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I might do nothing with it and I might just end up throwing it away. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it for now and see if I can think of anything. I couldn't donate it because, well, one, I'm not sure it's technically long enough, but also because I dyed my hair, it's not that you can't donate dyed hair, so yeah, that's why. You can actually see now just how blonde I am. Because I feel like you couldn't usually see it because I had so much hair, because it was all then layered on top of each other. It made it look darker than it was. But I mean, just look at my eyebrows, or lack of eyebrows, and you can actually see it is blonde, guys. Every time I look at myself, I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, so I cut all my hair off. We're gonna leave it a few days, and just because I don't know, like, it's a bit weird at the back and stuff, it's just gonna be a bit of waiting game because obviously I had my hair long. My hair is like growing in different directions, so it's gonna take probably a few weeks to sort of sort itself out, basically, and grow in a normal direction. Like, especially at the back, it's like, it's a bit weird. So yeah, I just need to leave it a little bit and let it sort itself out for a bit. And yeah, I don't know if I'll keep it like this. But yeah, for now, I have very short hair. So yeah, I think for now I'm gonna leave this vlog here, because mostly the rest of the week I'm just gonna be like formulating ideas for FMP, which is quite fun for me, but not fun to watch because it is literally just me sitting in bed thinking, which isn't very fun for a vlog. So I'm gonna leave this video here. Like this video if you enjoyed it. If you like my hair, tell me. If you don't, I don't give a shit. Yeah, I am going to be doing a whole video about why I cut my hair this short. So I'll probably upload that next Wednesday. So in a few days when you see this, but for me it's a whole other week. So yeah, I will be doing that. So if you want to know why I cut my hair off, then you can watch that video. So subscribe if you don't want to miss that. And yeah, other than that, I will see you in the next video.